My name is Nilla Hansson and I'm a stunt performer and actress doing motion capture and also TV and film. And we are here today to play the new Horizon Forbidden West on our PlayStation 4 because we don't have a PlayStation 5. So can we please get one? Sony gods, can you send us a PlayStation 5? Okay, so this is the Horizon world. It's stunning. Like anytime you stop and just look around you, it'll be stunning. This is not an ad, by the way. Like, this is just me talking about the game. This is our friend Varl. He was with us in the first game for a little bit. And okay, so let me just say, like, the first time when we're doing motion capture, we can see ourselves like on a screen while I'm moving with like all the dots on my body. I see like a really basic version of this, but still a version of this on a screen. And the first time when I was like, I looked up on the screen and it was like Aloy walking, but it was me walking. It was insane. I was so like starstruck by myself. This is also a new thing from this game. Like, you can be underwater. How crazy is that?
What characters did you do mocap?
So I did. I'm on the ground. Can I go up? Let me go up. No. So I did a mocap for Aloy, but I also did for a lot of the other female characters in the game. So the female like enemies, but also some of the the female characters that she's kind of with. Okay, let me see where we're going. This way, I think. I have to pick Ridgewood to be able to craft arrows. Okay, wait. Let me just pick some Ridgewood. Okay.
Describe working within this mocap arena. What do you call it?
We call it a mocap stage or a mocap volume. And it's pretty crazy because it's all gray and like you have to just really use your imagination. So like the bow, we have a lot of different bows. We have some like really lightweight play ones, but we also have like a really pro archery bows, I guess, to get the right weight in your hand. But I like to use the lighter ones because then it's like easier to run and easier to do like really cool rolls and stuff. Ooh, a cutscene. So one of those jumps, like we have this high, I guess, cage. We call it a cage because it looks like a cage, but we have this high platform. So we like use that to jump off, to do those kind of jumps that you just saw. And we, all these different kinds of landings. So this, like, and her sneak is so iconic. You know, how she's like, that was so good. Like, I watched videos, like, before I got to do more mocap for it, I, like, watch videos of her doing the sneak again to, like, be able to just remind myself of how it was supposed to look. Okay, wait, scan. Okay, so we need to use our focus. Yeah, and like we don't see, like we might have people doing like walking around. Oh no, I missed. No, I missed again. This is so bad. Ah! Okay, here we go. This is so bad. Oh, that's a reaction. Okay, so I did tons of reactions for her. But why am we have to replay this for you guys so I don't look as bad. Attack. Critical strike. So a lot of these, like, a lot of the movements for her gameplay, I guess, for her attacks, a lot of them are animated by, like, these amazing animators at Guerrilla Games. Like, they're so good. But my very first shoot was doing reactions, like hit reactions for Aloy. It was crazy, like trying to be in her mindset. And oh, there's another one. Let me see if I can do better with this one. Oof. Almost a little bit better. So the first one was doing his reactions, and just like, ooh, we're up in the air.
Did they do? How many characters did they shoot here in Sweden?
How many?
Or do you know how
like
much?
Tons. So with a game like this, it's there's so many people behind it. Like there's so many talented people behind a game like this, and there's so many different like studios that are involved. So obviously, like we have Guerrilla Games that are the developers, but then they kind of use different mocap studios and different CG studios. And so behind a character like Aloy, we have obviously Ashley Birch doing the voice and doing a lot of the motion capture as well. But then there's just tons of girls doing different parts in different studios. Me doing a lot of like all of the stunts and a lot of the physical bits, and then a lot of the cutscenes as well. But then there's so many other girls who are, you know, amazing at what they do. And I guess that's why it's so great with like motion capture. Oh, do we have to talk with this person? No. Yes. No.
Would you say it's like maybe a bit in between being a film stunt performer, which you also do, and like an actual performer?
Yeah. That's why I think that's why I like it so much, because it's very much in between. So we're doing like all of the physical movement. Like it's very much physical performance. Physical acting is a huge part of motion capture. Like it's a big part of stunts in general, but motion capture for sure, because we're doing a lot of the parts that are you know, very acting heavy, I'd say. And for this game I started doing all the stunts, and then, you know, kind of morphed into doing a lot of the acting as well and stuff like that, so that was super cool.
This hook looks like it can
Yeah, we're getting a weapon or some kind of device to help us. Oh, cool.
When you're shooting it, do you get stuff to
Yeah, so like when you're holding something like this, they usually, like the prop builders on the mocap stage, they get some kind of like measurements for what the studio wants them to build, or we just make something up on the spot that will help. Like sometimes you hold like a roll of tape, like that thing that she held, like that could have been a roll of tape, or it could have been just mimicked, but probably like a roll of tape. So you're holding it, you're like, oh, this looks like a gear, you know? And then it's just like putting it away or wherever you want to put it, you know? So yeah, it's like, it's completely fake. Like that's doing mocap, you just have to use your imagination. So where did it only go? I didn't listen. Oh, over here I think.
How's your imagination?
It's good now. Like I've had to imagine so many things. I mean, because you're in this gray room with these like toys sometimes to pretend that it's weapons, or you're pretending that the roll of tape that I just said. So it's like you have to just really, really use your imagination all the time. And then I've done a lot of, you know, tons of Battlefield stuff. We do a lot of that here with
Star
dice.
Wars Battlefield. Star Wars Battlefield.
We did that as well. We did a trailer.
Yeah, Battlefield.
Yeah, there's
the
Battlefield. There's Battlefield 5. That was one of my first trailers that I did, the Battlefield 5 release trailer, and that was also so crazy because I was like, it was this one shoot I think doing just like jumping out of tanks and like shooting stuff. Like there's this shot where she's like on the ground shooting stuff with this, you know, with this rifle, and it was just really, really cool. And then a couple of months later it was released, and there was all this hate towards the trailer because there was a woman fronting the trailer. I was like, that's me. Like, you're insulting, like, that's me. You're saying like women can't do that stuff. I'm like, I'm doing it. Like, and I've heard that so many times. There was this other trailer where I was picking up this weapon on the ground. I was like sliding on my knees, picking up the weapon, and then like charging. I was reading the comments on YouTube, and they were like, that's some kind of Matrix bullshit. Nobody would be able to do that. I was like, I did that. Like, that's me. I've been like working really hard. Ooh, this is a cool feature in the game. Like, this is... Okay, wait. I just have to pause to... Okay, I have to use my focus. Wait. Okay, look. This is a cool new feature. Ah! It's a grapple hook. when you do film and TV, if you're doing a stair fall, say it's a stair fall. So we're at the set to do this one stair fall. We do it twice, 3, 4 times. When you're at a mocap shoot, it's full on all day. Like some days it's just crazy. We're just like jumping everywhere, like rolling, shooting, sliding. So it's super, it's more intense. Like, well, if you compare it to Swedish filmmaking and like motion capture in Sweden. So it's super intense, I'd say, to do motion capture, and you also need to use your imagination a bit more. But stunt-wise, there's definitely, like, stunts are stunts. It's the same. If you're throwing yourself against a wall, you're throwing yourself against a wall. Like, it's the same if you're doing it in the volume or if you're doing it in the live action shot. But that when you do it in live action, though, you have to think about the wardrobe and the lighting and everything. When you're doing motion capture, it's like your movement is the most important thing. Wardrobe and stuff, it doesn't really matter because they fix that in the end. So that's a nice change.
Do you become self-conscious wearing this, like the tights with the dots? Like,
no, I love it. Like the motion capture suit, I see that as like my superhero suit, right? Because when I put that on, I know that like shit's about to go down. Like we're about to do some really, really badass stuff. And sometimes we just stand and wear guards. We don't do anything badass at all, but we feel badass, Or at least I feel badass in that suit. I love it. So if you guys want to see me play other games that I've done movement for, or react to, I don't know, other games and other mocha performances, give me a like or comment and maybe I will.